Hey guys, is it just me, or does everyone on Instagram suddenly have an exotic cat? Did I miss the memo? Because I thought that we all watched Tiger King back in 2020 and all collectively agreed that owning big cats was, you know, a terrible idea.
Carol Baskin's third husband. And they can't find his body. Okay, we believe that she fed him to the tigers.
But apparently not, because accounts like Big Floppa, aka Gasha, are pulling in millions upon millions of views every month. And his owners definitely don't shy away from monetizing on his cuteness. Big Floppa has his own merch, a plush cube, a calendar, and his very own pump and dump scheme. Yeah. Big Floppa, an exotic cat, has his very own Bitcoin. Who needs a financial advisor, a stockbroker? I get all of my financial advice from a cat on Instagram. Out of all of the awesome things this could have been, they chose Bitcoin. What the f? This isn't okay. I can't believe you are pushing a scam like this. Why is everybody hating on Floppa coin? Haven't you heard? Floppa is going to the moon. And no, I'm not just saying that because, I invested my life savings into Floppa coin, okay? It's called thinking positively, okay? High risk, high reward, whiskernomics, right? Financial freedom.
What could possibly go wrong?
Now, of course, Floppa is not the only exotic cat being exploited on Instagram, okay? There's Messi the Puma, Chloe the Serval, Marcel the Lynx, Luna the Panther, Striker the Cat, and of course, Puma the Caracal. And if you had to guess where most of these accounts are based, where would you guess? Russia? It's Russia, yeah. And as a Ukrainian, I can't say I'm exactly, shocked. As a kid, I literally saw people walk pet bears on leashes down the street. So yeah, Eastern Europe isn't exactly, strict about exotic animal ownership. And in Russia, all you need to do to own a lynx is to give it enough space for its natural and biological needs, which apparently can mean whatever the hell you want it to mean.
Рысь, которая гуляет сама по себе, живет на севере Москвы, на 6-м этаже на балконе, грациозно балансируя. На самом краю бортика дикий зверь явно скучает по воле. Волейбольная сетка, которая отделяет его от мира, кажется весьма по зубам хищнику. И непонятно, что удерживает рысь внутри.
Oh gosh, a balcony? Of course! Who needs the jungle when you've got breathtaking views of identical gray Soviet apartment blocks?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Unironically, this was exactly my view as a kid, so I feel you, Mr. Lynx.
Hey, Shira?
Yes?
Oh, I'm sorry. We have to do our sponsor right now.
Right now?
Well, yeah, the whole crew is here, so...
Okay. Make it quick.
So this is Edgar, and he is 12 years old, so I'm constantly worried about his health. He's an old man, so I want to make sure that he lives as long as he possibly could. So when he started peeing all over my clothes, shoes, and wigs, I started to get very, very worried. So we rushed him straight to the vet, and they said that he had an anxiety disorder, like... Same. So they gave him some medicine that I had to give him before bed every night, and he seemed fine for about a week, but then he continued to pee on everything, every soft surface he could find. So then I had to go and take him to the vet again, and they eventually told me that he had a very painful month-long UTI. But if I had pre-litter, I could easily monitor the pH level of my cat's urine. This stuff actually changes color to let you know if your cat's urine acidity or alkalinity levels are off. Like if it turns blue, that means it's possible that your cat could have a UTI or stones. It also goes to orange or red, and if you get red, you better rush to the vet. But of course, this doesn't stop you from going to the vet, right? You still have to go do regular checkups for your kitty. But pre-litter is like an early warning system for your little buddy, right? He's shedding so much! And I've been using this thing for about a month now, and it's been a life changer, right? Pretty Litter has advanced odor control, and their crystals actually absorb odor and moisture, keeping your home smelling fresh. And do you know how many litters I have tried? So many. And I promise you that none of them smell as good as this one. And I'm shocked because Edgar doesn't bury his poop. Like, he just leaves it on top, and I have to clean it up pretty much immediately. But since I've been using this, because it's so thin, and so little, the crystals, like they coat the poop perfectly and it doesn't smell anymore. Like I'm actually shocked. And on top of that, they have a convenient, hassle-free delivery. They deliver right to your doorstep, saving you time and energy of shopping for cat litter in store. So please, if you have a cat and you love this channel and want to support me, go to prettylitter.com/shirashiraonthewall and use the code shirashiraonthewall to save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy. Okay, Shira, you can go back to your little video now.
Oh, okay. What was I saying again? Beyond the obvious, crypto scams, what really drives me crazy about these big cat accounts is that they love to post short little snippets of how adorable and cute and totally manageable their little cats are. And even I, a somewhat rational human being, go, I wish that I had a pet serval. But of course, these accounts conveniently skip over the fact that owning an exotic cat isn't just hard, it's also super dangerous. I mean, these cats escape all the time.
Well, this video capturing the attention of one South Florida homeowner, a large cat roaming through her backyard. You see it there.
This is Striker the cat. Aside from taking Instagram by storm, Striker spends most of his time cuddling up to his owner and eating chicken. His owner says Striker got out when they were moving stuff into their new place near Miami's Design District. So while his dad did the heavy lifting, the feline decided to make himself acquainted with the neighborhood.
Now, luckily, this time nobody was hurt, right? But not all stories turn out as wholesome as this one, because when these exotic cats escape, they can and do attack. Take the escaped pet caracal that went on a stroll through an Illinois neighborhood only to attack a mother and her daughter during the Sunday walk. And yes, we're talking about the same type of cat that you see influencers, cuddling on Instagram, like Pumbaa the caracal, who boasts over 11.1 million followers on Instagram. And sure, Pumbaa looks really cute and really snuggly in these videos, but let's be real, they're just highlight reels. And in a few of their videos, the owners accidentally show the realities of what it's like to live with a wild animal like a caracal.
Pumbaa protecting his favorite pet hair remover from aniline club.
Does this cat look happy to you? Would you cuddle this cat? There's actually a big debate in the exotic cat fandom. Yes, that's a thing. Whether caracals, hiss as a sign of communication or out of anger, because house cats, if, they hiss as like a warning sign to like back off. They're like hissing and they're like, leave me alone.
Here, buddy. Let's sing a song, yeah?
But caracals apparently, on the other hand, sometimes hiss just to say hi, but if it's hissing, ears back, and actively lounging at you, I don't think it's just going in for a hug. Wow, you sleep in the same house as this creature? Yeah, white women really ain't scared of shit.
Whoa, check out this black wolf discovered in Yellowstone.
A white woman that walked through Yellowstone Park in some flip-flops and short pants, go up to that big-ass black wolf, pull out some Costco wieners, lure him into the Subaru SUV, take him through Coffee Bean drive-through, get him an extra large puppuccino, put a t-shirt on that says, I love mama, take him home and say, we just picked him up. And we named him Hudson.
The only thing that I'd like to add is I don't think she would name him Hudson. We're talking about white women here, and as a white woman, okay, if I had a scary wolf, I'd call him like Fluffy Buns or like Cutie Patootie. So people are less intimidated. Like, this is my dog, Pookie. Don't be scared. He only bites sometimes. That being said, another common myth among exotic cat owners is how easy they are to domesticate. I mean, these people truly believe that if you snatch a tiger cub early enough from its mother and bottle feed it, it'll magically turn into a house cat. Ooh, I hate to break it to you, but that's not really how it works. Like, sorry, this isn't Twilight. You can't just like imprint on a wild animal like you could on a vampire.
You imprinted on my daughter?
It wasn't my choice.
She's a baby!
Speaking of wolves, do you know how they became dogs? This is actually so fascinating. It actually took generations and generations of wolves hanging around cavemen around the fire and mooching food scraps from them. And that only really worked because wolves are pack animals and already understood, teamwork and prioritized family. But cats? Yeah, that's a different story, right? Even house cats, after a millennia of us trying, aren't even fully domesticated. They're just here for the free snacks and head pats. And caracals? No, not even close. But listen, if you are desperate to make your wild pet more submissive and manageable, you can always do this unethical life hack, which is make it obese. Just look at Big Floppa, okay? This poor guy can barely move, let alone walk. I mean, you fed him so much. Even if he wanted to bite your face off, he'd probably give up halfway through. Look, wild caracals, for example, are apex predators designed to chase prey like antelopes and monkeys. But Big Floppa? Yeah, he looks like he's more equipped to chase down a pizza delivery guy. And naturally, Floppa's got an entire fandom of white knights ready to defend his honor in the comments, especially when it comes to his weight. All of the people commenting, poor thing is overweight. What's your BMI? He's relaxed and cared for. Go eat your processed foods. Rant over. To everyone saying he's obese, first of all, Gasha is lying down, so it's obviously gonna make him look bigger. Secondly, have you people not seen these cats in the wild before? They look literally the same, maybe a tiny bit smaller in weight. Oh, I hate to do this and I'm so sorry, but I just like to show you the difference between a wild caracal lying down and Gasha lying down. And yeah, maybe it's the camera adding extra 40 pounds, but I'm pretty sure he's just one snack away from being clinically obese. Now listen, don't get me wrong, Big Floppa is adorable, right? And I love him and I'm obsessed with this account. And I hate to admit it, but the extra pounds make him even cuter, right? But that doesn't mean that I'm not, concerned about his health. I'd hate to see this cat check out early because he's being overfed. Now this reminds me of another argument that exotic pet owners have, and it's they're happier being fed every day instead of hunting. Really? Did your puma tell you that? Did it telepathically communicate that to you? Because, I mean, technically you never gave it a choice between their IKEA furnished apartment and, the actual wild. I mean, chances are these people Venmo'd some guy $15,000 on WhatsApp to smuggle a premature baby puma across 3 borders, just so they could show it off at their next dinner party. How would I know? I've met these people. And of course, then what? Once the tiger or puma or caracal grows up and stops being cute and cuddly and it starts being aggressive, what's the plan? You can't just release it back into the wild. Why? Because you stole its chance to learn the skills it needs to survive there. Not to mention, it's probably not even from the same continent, right? Like take tigers, for example. Did you know that there are more tigers in captivity in the United States than there are in the wild? And by the way, tigers are from Asia. How did they end up in the United States? Well, it's definitely not magic. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. Join my Discord community to meet some amazing people, and we play games together all the time. And follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.